Oh my god, if you guys thought the Delta variant was scary, let me tell you about the Lambda variant. It could be evading vaccines. But what about the Epsilon variant from California? It can also evade vaccines. Oh my god. Who gives a shit? I don't care. Why would you care? Okay? This is the same fucking talking points we were talking about, what, like a year ago at this point? You guys remember the UK variant? Oh, it was going to be so scary, and it was going to go ahead, and it was going to spread faster. Everybody was going to die from it. Yeah, well, guess what? It didn't fucking happen, and the vaccine still took care of it, okay? My position hasn't changed on any of this stuff, most like the rest of these fucking flip-floppers out there, okay? If you want to get the jab, go ahead and get the jab. If you want to wear a mask all the time, go ahead and wear a mask all the time. Just don't tell me I have to get the jab, and just don't tell me that I have to wear a mask all the time because you are a fucking narcissist. If you do that, we're cool. But I'm not going to be like Rochelle Walensky here, who I unfortunately have her name committed to memory, like far too many of these technocrats out there. CDC director shames unvaccinated Americans. Normalcy requires, no it doesn't, all of us to do our part and get vaccinated. Is that like normalcy the concept, or normalcy TM, a part of the Biden Build Back Better strategy? Rochelle Walensky, director of the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, issued a warning on Thursday, effectively blaming unvaccinated individuals for the rapid spread of the Delta variant. But admitted that officials expected it to become the dominant strain in the United States. She also suggests the U.S. turning the corner on the pandemic is contingent upon everybody listening to what we want you to do at all times. Doing their part and getting vaccinated regardless of their reservations. Stop being hesitant, take the experimental drugs, and take them when we tell you to. Because if you don't, we're going to start going door to door. Oh wait, we're already going door to door? Cool, okay. Speaking virtually at the White House COVID-19 response team's Thursday briefing, Walensky spoke about the current Chinese coronavirus numbers in the United States, noting that 7-day averages of cases have increased 11% from the prior 7-day average. Hospitalizations are also up a scary 7%. Look at these numbers. Are we supposed to be scared of this shit? Oh, but it could get worse from here. It could. You know what? And the fucking sweet meteor of death could come down and wipe us all out tomorrow. Cool. I'm not necessarily making fucking plans for that. I'm also smart enough to look around and realize that all of these hospitals that are being overwhelmed haven't been for the past year and a half. You're gonna have to do a little bit harder to start putting the fucking fear of God or government at this point into me. These numbers and what we are seeing across the country reveal two truths about the current state of the pandemic. But the pandemic that you're never gonna allow to end, because you have all of the popularity that you never had before. Okay, you have the name recognition that you never had before. That you're going to want job security out of this, so you're never going to let it end until people just decide to rise up and start telling you to just fuck yourself. That's what it's going to take at this point. Because if you think the government's going to start walking this stuff back, it's going to be like, yeah, we made massive overreaches over the past year and a half. Our bad. No. We've seen this shit play out before, okay? We've seen it happen in 2016 when everybody thought, okay, you know what, the Democrats should probably, self-assess and figure out what the fuck they did wrong that led to the rise of Trump. But no. It's everybody else's problem, and we're just going to go ahead and double down on that stuff. And if you don't believe us, we're going to take it so seriously where we're going to change the rules and make it happen. You know what I mean? You can read between the lines. So this bitch out here, she's trying to tell you that, if you don't get the jab, you're somehow part of the problem, that you're not letting everybody return to normal. Even though normal is really just a state of mind at this point where you can return back to it at any given time. And then you got fucking Fauci out here, who I cannot believe with any fiber of my being why anybody would be taking this motherfucker seriously at this point. They should just be roasting him. He should be every topic on every one of these late night shows. Oh, wait. Yeah, they're all just another branch of the Democratic National Party. So that's a reason in and of itself, I guess. But no. This little fucking puppety retard is out here saying to red states, just get over the political statement. Get vaccinated. Listen, it's not a political statement until you made it. We all know who the politician is here. We've seen your emails. We see what position you take depending on whatever way the wind blows that day. You're the only one making this political, pal. Okay? The people in your mythical red states, they've all said, yeah, okay, we got the vaccination sites out there. If you want to get it, go get it. Okay? We're not going to tell you to wear your mask anymore, but you can go out there and you can wear your mask if you want. That's cool. Just don't be fining people if they don't want to go away with your fucking, or go along with your charade. So yeah, let's see what this dickhead's up to. National Institute of Allergy, I don't care where you're from anymore, Fauci, said Wednesday on MSNBC's All In. I don't know where that is. You can tell that, okay, maybe even the public is starting to pay less and less attention to him, because he used to be on, like, State of the Union with Jake Tapper, or he'd be on Meet the Press with Chuck Todd. Now he's on All In at MSNBC. I don't know what that is. That if people are not getting the vaccine as a political statement, they should get over it. You're the only one making this political, pal. Literally the only people. It's that side of the aisle. Everybody else is over it at this point. We're all trying to get back to this mythical normal. Not the normal trademark, but just going about our lives. But you won't let it happen. You won't let it happen until everybody just bends to your will. Is absolutely accurate. Where there are high levels of vaccination, there are low levels of infection, low hospitalization, almost no deaths. I don't believe a word you say. I do not. Not even a single fucking sentence, dude. Where we have no vaccinations, we have higher levels of infection, higher risk of hospitalization. It is not complicated. Just take the syringe, bigot. He continued, we have a vaccine that is highly effective in preventing diseases, certainly in preventing severe disease and hospitalization. It's easy to get, it's free, and it's readily available. You've just got to ask, what's the problem? Get over it. Get over this political statement. Just get over it and trying to save the lives of yourself and your family. Yo, this motherfucker thinks that he has all the numbers, but can you tell me about survivability rates for most of the population? I think that would be the big one, but you don't want to talk about that. I'm tired of these people deciding what life is going to be after they decided to give up this ghost, because eventually you'd hope people are going to have enough of this stuff, okay? The pandemic can only go on so long, and I hate using those fucking catchy terms, but at this point, what else is it? Most of the world has gone back to normal, okay? They're just little pockets of authoritarians just trying to figure out what the fuck to do after this. That's why I get nervous whenever we see a whole host of just really unsettling motherfuckers meeting up in the exact same spot, just trying to decide the future of what the world is going to be without anybody else having a say in the matter. Because you have the likes of Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Bobby Kotick, Anderson Cooper. We'll run down a list of some of these people, but yeah, they all got together in Sun Valley, Idaho. Other than own all the infrastructure and own every aspect about how we're going to be combating, what is it, climate disruption, global warming, climate change, whatever you want to call it at this point. Just something nebulous that you can never really pinpoint down and figure out what the fuck it is, how you fix it, and what the markers for success along the way are. Because you take a look here. CEO Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook looked relaxed in $35 Adidas flip-flops while walking with his number 2, Sheryl Sandberg. I feel like I should have Entertainment Tonight music behind me. As the report emerged, they claim the two are no longer as close as they once were. Well, as you can see in the pictures, they definitely still are, because, oh my god, don't they look just so swell. Meanwhile, who else is at the fucking invite-only Elites weekend retreat? Bobby Kotick, CEO of Activision Blizzard, who, if you're not in the video game sphere, just a little heads up, this dude pretty much owns most, if not all, of the biggest money-making franchises that are out there right now. He's really fucking shit for gamers, but he makes a lot of money. Sucks. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple. Nike co-founder Phil Knight. Robert Kraft, and some hippie bitch who I would have been much happier seeing at Kent State than at this assortment of billionaires. Then you got Gayle King, because the media is complicit in all this stuff. Anderson Cooper. The Weatherman, Bob Iger. CEO of Disney. CBS chairwoman Sherry Redstone hailing Hitler. CEO of Nike John Donahoe. List goes on and on and on, and I'm not going to bore you by reading every single person. Oh, there you go. It could have been your president had Hillary Clinton had her way, Mike Bloomberg. But yeah, all this crap is couched in the fact that, yeah, Trump just sued Zuckerberg and Sundar Pichai and Jack Dorsey, all with that lawsuit that we touched on yesterday. But at the base of this, big names in moguls and tech and business, film, and media have been descending on Sun Valley, a tiny resort town in rural Idaho, for the annual 5-day conference put on by Allen and Company. Buffett, the 90-year-old CEO, yes, Warren Buffett was there because no globalist meetup would be complete. I'm sure Soros Skyped in, or maybe he's in this list, I don't really care. I was spotted on Wednesday being escorted to the conference in a golf cart. Belgian fashion designer Dita von Frostberg was there. Bezos looking like he had a successful first cancer treatment. Hilarious. You take a little bit of a dig into the invite list and then you find out that former U.S. Secretary of Transportation and wife of Mitch McConnell, Elaine Chao, she was to be in attendance for this. Really gets the old noggin jogging now, doesn't it? So yeah, they're going to go ahead and they're going to tackle all of the big ideas out there that the regular people are just too stupid to understand, and all of their money they'll be able to pool together and create a better world where we can all just build back better so we can return to TM normalcy. I know when I see stuff like this, I feel a hell of a lot more safe knowing that my best interests are being taken care of by the likes of Mitch McConnell's wife, Bill Gates, the failed Mike Myers clone of Jeff Bezos, and all of these really well-intentioned individuals. So basically what I'm trying to say is, think for yourself and be wary of your surroundings, because there's a big club out there, and you gotta be cognizant of what they're doing, because they ain't ever gonna let you in. They ain't ever gonna let you in. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Catch y'all later.